Good morning guys and welcome back to another Kingdom Hearts Union Cross video. Today's video we're just gonna go ahead and talk about two things. So first of all, we actually did have a little bit of inconvenience right now that we actually have a lot of events since Tuesday, I believe. So let's talk about it. In Tuesday we actually have now the event of take down the banish the shadows. You actually have 1 week to defeat it, or 11 days. You will be able to get only reverse medals, sub-slot medals. I'll let you know what was my setup, so I'll be able to defeat it because it was kind of a little bit hard though. But it's just medals that you need to recover, and max gauges, and pretty much just continue with your setup, and you'll be good. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that situation later on. Then we have the Chasm Challenge. That was made back on Wednesday, I think. That it was yesterday. And pretty much it's just defeat an enemy. It's not so hard though. There was a lot of HP, but using a magic setup, it was so easy to defeat. Then today we have the Guerrilla event. Pretty much it's a surprise event. You'll be able to get 30 magic gems. Don't make that opportunity waste. 30 gems, it's actually very good. So I'll just go ahead and defeat it, and pretty much you'll be able to get 30 gems. As long as I know, I think that we have a live stream made on March 6th for a Twitch stream. They're going to make some kind of events, save some jewels and gems, all that kind of stuff. That's what they actually do for that situation on Union Cross. So I was checking for today's update. I still don't have like the information for the new medals. I think it's gonna be released, or even tomorrow, maybe a little bit more later on. But I'll go ahead and give you the details once that it's out. Then today we actually have our new, we actually have our update that it was the surprise event that you need to go ahead and defeat this, and you'll be able to get 30 gems. And they increased the level of the Lux now. So instead of 850, now you're able to level up to level 900, and you'll be able to get 5k of jewels like usually, and the title called Best Friends. So if you want to go ahead and complete the ones who actually have, level 850 and level up to 900, now it's available. And pretty much now we have another situation happening, that it's the new avatar boards. We're getting it's almost White Day. I've been investigating a little bit about what is White Day, and I think it's like Valentine's Day but in Japan. But other than that, I don't have any other ideas about what a White Day is. But this is the avatar boards. I do remember this avatar boards coming back when it was like a year ago. It's actually very good. Those two, they looks a little bit good. The hairstyle looks amazing, and I really like the idea that you actually put this butler and the maid avatars. Looks amazing, don't you think? I think this is all for today, but not as long as I actually have information for Roboloid. Roboloid haven't spoiled any kind of information related about new medals or new banners. That's why I think it's gonna be later on. But we got the VIP for the next 2 weeks. So the VIP is not so incredible, as long as I know. It's just gems and avatar parts. So you'll be able to get the band part, that it's this, and then pretty much another one that it's this. So doesn't look good. Pretty much the VIP is like so no, the VIP it's kind of bad again. But our previous VIP was Tigger. Then the Riding Aqua. The Riding Aqua was something like, oh, I really love Aqua. I'll go ahead and get it. But there's two other things that we're gonna have for our situation though. No, it's not so good. We have some other avatar those, like you have a cup of tea, alarm, you have an ID, you have an envelope, you have the butler situations. The butler and avatars are arriving soon. That's what we talk about. Some glasses, the hairstyles looks good, but even so, the content that we're getting for the VIP is just like not so good. As long as you see, it's not so good for Japan or for UA global. It doesn't look good. So no, if you want to not waste your jewels, you can go your money. You can just not buy the weekly VIP, so you'll be ending getting this. If they're doing that kind of situation, they're just going to forget VIP, and pretty much they're going to end up like, oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and make the VIP banners again that pull 5 times and you'll be able to get the medals, and the other one is like, oh, you have to pull 10 times and you'll be able to get the medal. Other than that, because that kind of situation that says unlock a VIP draws, it's just not available since December we haven't get any kind of VIP draws. Don't give me the wrong idea, it's actually very good because people who doesn't buy VIP, it's just like, oh, you know what, I don't want to buy VIP because the VIP sucks. But I'm seeing here that there's a banner that I really like, and if I buy VIP, it's gonna be 1.5k or 15k of jewels that I need to waste. In the other hand, I have to waste 30k. So I think that my best guess is that since we're getting that kind of comfort zone, that we're getting 5 pulls for a very amazing medal. And for VIP, maybe it end up to 3, and we're able to get it, and maybe to double the chances of getting the medal, and 2 times the avatar parts, because I'm sorry, what's it called? Oh, the trade medals, because this is just like not worth it. Many people are not gonna buy VIP just because they want to. They're just buying for the jewels. There's no other situation that they buy VIP besides of that. So I think this is all for today's video. I do believe that on Saturday or maybe tomorrow we're gonna have new content for the medals, because right now we only have the Aerith banner, and I'll just show you something here. As you can see, my jewel count is very, very low, and well, many people will just say that, oh, what, do you waste more jewels? You had like 15k, what happened? So yeah, I ended up using all my jewels in the Aerith banner, and don't get me the wrong idea, I pulled 24 times. I did this off camera. I'm actually sorry, I say that I didn't want to waste my jewels, but the consequence by getting is that I got Sephiroth. Yeah, it's kind of ironic that on an Aerith banner I just got Sephiroth. What are you foreshadowing me? I just trade 10 times. With the Black Friday banner came out, I pulled 10 times for the Sephiroth banner. I pulled 10 times. I got this. I really like the trades that I'm getting, and I left the special trade because on PvP it's just so stupid. And then I got another Cloud that I ended up getting him perfect trades, and yeah, I just used the pet slot and I just got 2k just instantly. So that's so stupid. That's so amazing. And yeah, pretty much that's the case. And I think that my last pulls was just like I got a Kyrie, and that was like Kyrie A, like the normal one, this one, and it was like, oh shoot, that was not good. The banner itself, it's absolutely amazing. Don't get me the wrong idea. I didn't pull because I wanted the Aerith. I just saw the animation, and it's just the same as Yen Sit, but it's just tornadoes around her. And then I think I'm gonna save a little bit of my drop points, because as you can see, the drop points has not been updated since no, this is not the one. Since Rage Form Sora, so as long as I know, I already have all the other medals. I don't need other medal from here. That I don't need a sick bar. Maybe a nominate will be good, but I have 3 nominates, so I don't need her. I have an Aqua, I have the Terra, I have the Ventus, I have almost all of those. I do have almost all of the medals here, so it's just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and save my draw points. I don't think I need another Sephiroth, I don't need the KR22, I don't need the Yen Sid, I don't need those medals. So I'll just go ahead and save those draw points until they update the banner, until we get, a Xion, or maybe we're gonna have the Aerith, all those kind of stuff. So right now I'm just gonna save my draw points. Right now I'm 366, and I'll just let you know the strategy that I just did, so I'll be able to defeat the event just in case. So let's go ahead and go to the prize restriction battle. So I ended up defeating the Demon Tide. I got my title. I'm sorry, I got my jewel. The sub slot, sorry, and you need to go ahead and use magic setups. So my magic setup here was the following. I didn't use a nominee. Nominee was not good here because you're not able to use Gauge with 0. So you can use nominee, you can use Aerith, you can use Kyrie, etc. What I did here is that I got I used one of my aquas. The aqua did have a powerful setup. I used the double, the one who has double attack, because this one increases all your attacks, all your defense, all your buffs, and it will decrease the enemy's defense. So that is absolutely amazing. So the TVA banners, Terra, Ventus, and Aqua, those ones were just an amazing threat. So you'll be able to defeat those persons. So I use this one, then I use all the rest of my normal setup for the magic setup. And you'll be wondering, okay, I was using a lot of gauges, because those two uses up to 2. So yeah, it's a little bit hard though. Then I use an Aerith, because the Aerith, even so that I can't use her, that doesn't mean that supernova ability is not available. So I use the supernova ability. Then I actually had 3 supernova renewals, that in this case I use 1 aqua. I renewed all of my all of my magic attacks. The Aerith was increasing my gauge, and then I absolutely use another one. We actually repeat the process, and later on I use the TVA medal, and I just use the second form, the Elsa, and pretty much the Aerith. So that was my strategy. I used 2 aquas, 1 Dusk, because Dusk is a very amazing VIP banner. VIP medal, and it's a tier 10, and pretty much I got an extra attack with 120. So that's just so stupid. So yeah, that was my setup, that was my process, and well, that is pretty much it. So that was my strategy, and yes, I did ended up yeah, I know I used up all my kind of situation though. Now there's one more thing that I want to talk about, and this is for PvP. It's been a long time that I haven't get any kind of news or process about PvP, so I'll just give you a strategy. Right now we're having a struggle for magic. Yes, we're using magic setups in order to defeat your enemies. But what I did here is that, yes, you're just going to encounter a lot of Dark Aquas, you're going to encounter a lot of Elsas, because pretty much that's the counter of this setup. Because if you use a magic one, the magic setups that we're having is just going to reflect you. So yeah, it's going to hurt you bad. So what I did here is that one of my Keyblade setups, I didn't end up using magic. I used a lot of power. So I used the Terra, I used Nominate, I used Tigger, I used the Massive Program, and then pretty much I ended up using the Sephiroth. Sephiroth is just the perfect buff that you need to use, so you'll be able to defeat all of this process. So you'll be wondering, hey, well, what's the strategy here? Well, it's just strength stack. I get like around 60k of damage of strength stack, and then my Sephiroth, if I get successfully defense pierce, I'm actually around 10 billion of damage. So that's the case, guys. Now you'll be wondering, well, why the other medals are actually good. Well, pretty much it's because of the case, because I'm actually stacking the strength stack. So in case if anybody is just like, oh, you know what's the perfect setup for PvP? Well, I ended up using a power setup, then I used my Sephiroth, and Sephiroth was just doing all the damage. So you want to put it on your first slot, because if you're going to be defending on PvP, you want to go ahead and go first with your power, because you'll end up like boom, like using your magic, but you'll be reflected, so it's not a good idea. Then use one of your magic setups and you'll be able to defeat him. Magic, using Aqua is very, very important, because now you're using a Supernova Renewal, and you'll be able to use all your magic setups. You'll be using the Leon again, you'll be using Dark Aqua again, and those two does pierce damage. So for his attacks it does pierce damage. For his Supernova you're guaranteed to guard break. You have like a solid damage of 5 million of damage, and then Anti-Aqua does the same, but his Supernova attacks constants with 5 hits, and each one of them provide 30% of defense pierce. So that's absolutely amazing. That's why I love this medal. This medal was never outdated. This medal on PvP will still be useful, and it will still be powerful, because it will represent, defense pierce. If you stack, her attacks provide like 1.2 million of damage, and you will use magic reflect. So it's not an outdated medal. It is outdated on strength, but it's not outdated on utility. And then pretty much on this other side, I didn't have any ideas. Just use a normal magic setup with Elsa and Aqua, second form Sora, and all that kind of stuff. So in case if you've been wondering, hey, what is the perfect setup for PvP? Maybe I'll end up using some videos on Saturday. So how do you play on PvP? Because it's been a long time that I haven't used the PvP. So rewards, not so usual, just gems, the usual. I hope that PvP gets updated soon so we can go ahead and be a little bit more what's it called, serious on PvP, because PvP right now is a joke for me. It's just a joke. Yeah, the rewards and everything though, it's not so good. So that's my point. Well, that's my point of opinion. So I think that's it. There's nothing else that I want to cover. So just give you a quick heads up for Roboloid channel. We just got the VIP though. The VIP content is not so good, but even so, you're just there for the jewels. And if you want the avatar situations, you can just go ahead and buy it. And in my point of opinion, having a house in your head is kind of a little bit OP, and just some ornaments is just so good. Then we got the white day. The white day will be arriving soon. Right now, we do have some, information about this. Just keeping updating just in case. But no, I think that we're not gonna have anything new. And I think that we're gonna have some new content on the stream. I think on the stream we're gonna have like information. Maybe from Friday we're gonna have a new banner, or maybe the Saturday. Or the best, like the worst scenario is that we're not gonna have a banner, and pretty much we need to wait until the next week so we can get new content, new information, or what else that we're gonna have. We don't know. So that is all for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed the information that I provided to you. And yes, I did say save your jewels for the anniversary. I didn't end up saving my jewels, but I got the Sephiroth. Then I'll just do a video about what is our predictions of, what do we have for the anniversary. As like I mentioned, new avatar parts, some sales, maybe some banners that it's going to be free for the first pull. We're going to have 15k worth of jewels, that's for sure. And what else? And maybe we're gonna have the evolvable tier 10s, but from that and on, I'll just keep my ideas for the for the last end of March, maybe the last week of March. That which is the situation is gonna be from this week. Maybe I'm gonna do a video on this Saturday. Who knows? But that is it. I'll just leave up and down. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week, and may your hearts be your guiding key. Best of your lucks with saving your jewels, because I just succumbed to darkness. I'll see you guys later. Peace, guys.